All right, let's dive into a pretty radical idea today. What if you could forge an iron will not with your mind, but with your muscles? We're going to break down this idea that a single, controlled physical action can fundamentally change your self-belief.
So, where does this all come from? Well, it's all packed into this one single quote from a text called The Iron Will. This isn't just about lifting weights, you guys. It's a whole philosophy for deliberately forging confidence through physical action.
And that really is the central question we're looking at. So I want you to just kind of forget everything you've been told about exercise being just a physical thing. What if every single rep, every movement, was actually a tool to change your mind?
Okay, so how does this actually work, right? The whole philosophy, it really hinges on one physical foundation, and it all boils down to just one word: control.
You know, the first thing this philosophy tells you isn't go lift heavy or do more reps. Nope. It's curl with control. And that one little shift in focus away from the external weight and onto your internal intention, that's the key. It's what unlocks everything else.
So this really breaks down the two different worlds of movement, doesn't it? On one side, you've got what most of us do, right? Just throwing the weight around, all speed and ego. But on the other side, that's where this philosophy lives. The focus is all about intention. The goal is literally to send a message. And the outcome is this incredible link between your mind and your muscle.
Okay, so let's get into the weeds here. How does a simple movement, a simple contraction, become a message? Well, it's all about turning it into this deliberate act of communication.
See, in this way of thinking, a contraction, it's not just your muscle flexing. It's way more than that. It's an intentional act of talking to yourself. You are literally, consciously sending a signal from your body right back to your own brain.
This whole thing works like a biofeedback loop. And it's pretty cool when you break it down. It all starts with your intention. You decide to act with control. Then your brain sends the signal. The muscle does its thing, performing that controlled action. But here's the magic part, the final step. It's the feedback. That physical feeling of control and strength travels right back to your brain, confirming the message.
So the key here, really, is to completely reframe what you're doing. You're not just exercising. You're having a full-blown conversation with your own nervous system, teaching it and learning from it with every single rep.
All right, now we're getting to the heart of it, the big question. How does this little internal chat actually build something as huge, as profound, as real self-belief?
Believe it or not, it all starts with just one single, perfectly executed, controlled repetition.
And that one rep, when you do it with total focus, it sends this clear, undeniable signal to your mind.
And this is the message. You are stronger than yesterday. Now, notice it's not some generic, fluffy, you can do it. It's specific. It's based on evidence you just created. In that one moment of controlled contraction, you are physically proving to yourself that you are capable, that you have control, that you are in fact stronger than you were just a moment ago.
So the source uses this awesome phrase, upload confidence. And this is exactly how it works. Imagine every single controlled rep is like a little deposit of proof into your confidence bank account. You're not just hoping you're capable, you are collecting hard, tangible evidence. And over time, all these little deposits, well, they compound into an unshakable belief in yourself.
Okay, let's tie this all together now. Let's really map out the whole journey, from a single decision to a fundamental shift in how you see yourself.
When you look at it, the whole thing really breaks down into 4 simple steps. First, you make a decision. You choose control over ego. Then, you take the action, that one intentional contraction. That action sends the message of strength and capability back to your brain. And the result, when you keep doing it, it's genuine, earned confidence. Something you built, not just hoped for.
And really, that's the ultimate takeaway here. You stop just trying to think your way into being confident. Instead, you use your body as the tool to give your mind hard, physical, irrefutable proof of your own capability.
And that leaves us with one last big question to think about. If this works for a bicep curl, where else in your life could you apply a controlled contraction to build your confidence? I mean, what's the controlled contraction for giving a big presentation or tackling a really tough project? That's the powerful idea behind the Iron Will.